here today in the Peak District to tackle the iconic climb of Mam Nick.
We're going to be riding a canyon and a Cannondale, which are hopefully going to help us get over this pretty steep climb. It's only 2.1k long, but it averages at 9.7%. And I'm told the maximum is around 15%. Sign behind us says 16%, so I'm not sure we can really trust anything that we've got in the stat book.
Who knows? Most people know Winnett's Pass, which is just at the top of the climb and down the other side. But Mam Nick is most certainly the most beautiful out of the two, and it's definitely quieter traffic-wise.
We've both got a compact and a 32 on the back, so let's give it a go.
Today, I've been riding Cannondale Synapse Aluminium 105 disc women's road bike. The bike features endurance geometry that gives all-day comfort along with confident handling. The Synapse is size-optimised platform, meaning that the geometry is tailored specifically for your height. One of the benefits of this is the toe overlap on the smaller models is significantly reduced. The Synapse features Cannondale Save Plus technology, which effectively acts as a micro-suspension, smoothing out the road beneath you, with clearance for up to 32mm tyres and fittings for mudguards and racks. The Synapse really could be that one bike.
So we have made a pretty decent dent in this climb now. We're out of the trees, it's getting a little bit warmer. We're also getting a little bit warmer. And Hannah, this is your local stomping ground, isn't it? So tell me a little bit about the area. What do we need to know?
Yeah, it sure is. So in terms of location, we're pretty much central of Manchester being one way and Sheffield being the other. The big hills that are all around us kind of act as a bit of a buffer, really. So it's almost got its own microclimate. So in days like today, you get a little bit of shelter from the wind, but in the winter, you can get snowed in.
Yeah, and there's some cool history, isn't there?
Oh, for sure. So it's not only an iconic climb, but it's also iconic in terms of the landscape here. So about 90 years ago, Kinder Scout, which is just behind us there, had had the first mass trespass in the UK. So where people took the law into their own hands and just decided to roam on the land against the landed gentry, as it were,
yeah.
And that formed our bridleways and footpaths that we know of today.
Without that, we might not have the access we have. It's incredible.
Sure is.
Right, okay, well, we've got the sun today. I want to enjoy it. Let's get on. So today I've been riding the Canyon Ultimate CF SL Women's Road Bike. That SL stands for super light and it comes in at 7.6 kg, which I really appreciated on the climbs today. It comes with a full Shimano Ortega group set, including hydraulic disc brakes, which really help you out on the descent. At the front, you've got an aero cockpit, whereas at the back, you've got the VCLS split seat post. It's fitted with Schwalbe Pro 1 25C tyres that are set up tubeless ready. It's Canyon's women-specific geometry, and it's ridden by the Canyon SRAM team when they're not riding the air road. It is a pretty racy bike, but the combination of the VCLS seat posts and those nice 25C tyres make it comfortable as well. If you're looking for a bike that is fast and comfortable, I fully recommend the Canyon Ultimate. We are at the top. We've actually just ridden through what's called Windy Gap, and I can say that it is a very punishing end to a climb that was kind of hard from the bottom to the top, frankly.
Absolutely. There is no respite whatsoever from the get-go. I mean, in terms of actual kind of terrain and tarmac, I mean, how smooth is this road? I mean, you see so many broken roads all around the UK, and this was just almost buttery smooth.
The biggest imperfection was probably a sock just down there that I'm pretty sure was probably dropped by some DV walker somewhere along the way. But I mean, we saw a lot of people really testing the limits on the way down. We think we see more riders than we have drivers, for starters, but we've seen a lot of people really going for it on the way down too. We saw a Team Ineos rider, and I think we saw a Belgian pro as well.
Yeah, and we've seen some people, I think one guy was probably doing hill efforts on the way up.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
That is going to sting. And talking of efforts, fancy Everesting it? 44 times from bottom to top.
No, not really. So in terms of effort, from the bottom to the top, how did you find it? Pretty consistent?
Well, I mean, there's no respite, like you said. From the get-go, it's just hard on the legs, hard on the lungs. But in terms of distance, you cover quite a lot, the bottom half, quite quickly. But then the second half is all about the altitude gain, and it does get really hard. I mean, it's definitely got sting in this one's tail.
Yeah, I think I was enjoying the bottom slopes. They feel a bit like power climbing, and I was like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. This is great fun. And then it just carried on going, and I really wish I'd left a little bit more in the tank.
Yeah, I was in my emergency sprocket pretty swiftly. Talking of which, you've got to think about your gear ratios when you come in here. You probably want something that goes up to about a 32 at the back, and ideally a compact at the front. You just got to make it as easy as possible on your legs the whole way.
Which is what we've both got. I mean, and riding the canyon, it's just, it is a race bike, but it's lightweight and it's so comfortable. Like, I really have enjoyed climbing on it. And actually, the little downhills you get and going back down the other side, I'm going to really enjoy that too. It's a great handling bike, climbs really beautifully. It's hard to fault, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the Cannondale, again, can't fault it. Really fantastic, comfortable geometry, especially when you're just having to sit down and just turn the pedals over as much as you can. So, yeah, great bike choice this weekend.
Excellent. Cool. But, of course, there are a lot of other climbs across the UK. So, if you guys have any that you would recommend that we try out, let us know in the comments.
Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.